Okay, live check 321. I'm not sure I'm hearing you. Can we do a quick live check? What number president was James Polk? Okay, we're live. All right. Hello. I'm joining you from Polk City, otherwise known as the Jewel of Upper Northwest Polk County. And behind me is the newest location of On With Life, long-term services. And at this location, as part of our Feel Good segment, we're going to tell you a very special story about an employee who is nearing retirement. Quickly walking over to a bench, I'd like to show you what some of the fellow staff members thought about what this employee provided as far as outings, doctor visits, and other worthwhile transportation for our person served.
I feel like it gives them the sense of feeling a bit of normalcy. They are able to go out and enjoy outings or get to go to their doctor's appointments and be on time for them. Little outings that we get to go for shopping and things that just make them happy.
It's pretty crucial to get our person served to and from appointments.
I'm a rec therapist, and I use the van to take our person served out to events, which could be community events like the Polk City Four Seasons festivals, which is great, or it could be to appointments. Really everything under the sun that's out of this building, we use the van to take our person served there. And it's just a great way to get them out in the community, get them socializing with other people.
Outings are just really great just to get a change of scenery, sometimes even if that's all that it is, but we get to do, I think, so much more. Like, it's also like for a lot of our person served getting to do some of the stuff that they used to do with their families outside of home together again. So like an example of that is that we went to the Iowa State Fair, and a lot of families were able to meet up with person served and just have like a really good time.
We definitely love to get person served out and about as much as possible.
We just went to the movies, and even that was impactful. It seems like a silly thing, but getting out of here for 2 hours to watch a film changes your world, and it's fun.
The apple orchard, pumpkin patch, we were able to ride the train out there. They were pretty accessible and nice, but yeah, it just really provides like a nice break, and we get more involved in the community. More people know us.
I went to a concert in Lincoln.
Who'd you see?
The Audio Speedway camp.
There's Saylorville Lake close by. We have an equestrian center nearby. We have military compounds. We do have veterans in-house.
And live from over here now, this constant giving, this constant service to person served was not without its costs. For this employee soon found itself with an empty drink holder.
My primary concern is watching out for bumps, potholes in the road, and making sure I warn the person served in the back that we're about to hit a bump or a hole.
Folks don't always have control over their trunk or their head like we do in a vehicle, so you have to also think about positioning devices to help assist them be as comfortable and also have a smooth ride. So shocks are very important in the vehicles that we have, things like that.
I was doing a transport, and the van ramp decided not to work anymore, so we had to manually put a person served into it and out of it, and that is not a small feat. So not a fun time for me, not a fun time for the person served. Got the job done. We got there safely and in one piece and came back, but definitely it puts a hitch in your plan when you have to take the time to do that instead of just pushing a button to get back in and out of the van.
Folks with brain injury can't always regulate their body temperature all that great, so something as much as a functional AC and heat can really tee up a good outing or successful adventure.
Like, it's just a bit harder for the AC to keep up. I have not worked here in the winter yet, but I do worry about like if the heat will be able to keep up and make sure that, it's one person here and one person here. Like, is the person here in the back going to be getting enough like of that warm or cold air to keep their temperature regulated? They can't hear us over the sound of the road and all of that. Like, that's something that I do worry about. It's not the bus. We can't kind of go walking back there to go reassure them in that way. So
Live again. In light of the many years of service, the employee knew that it was time to retire. But the fellow employees at Polk City knew that they weren't going to let this employee retire without a party.
I know, especially in our line of work, like the job's never really done. But, you know, at least your part in the job is done. Like, it's your turn to take a rest. And you've done all you can and worked hard for long enough that it is your turn to be done.
Thank you for always being reliable. Thank you for getting us from point A to point B every single time. Thank you for always keeping us and our person served safe.
Like with everything, there's a great time to just be done and leave things behind. And I think it's our van's time to do that. And that's okay. We love her. She's great. But it's time to move on.
So if you haven't figured it out by now, the employee is a van. And our Fund the Need this year for Celebrate Life is to raise money for a new van for Polk City. That new van can handle the terrain challenges of Polk City and fit with our new location here. But as we look forward to the future, to all the outings, to all the community events, and to even the doctor's appointments that our person served need to go to, we say goodbye to an old friend.
It's been a good run. I'll miss ya.
Thank you for your service. Bye. Happy retirement!
Talking off camera, I asked the van what it will do in retirement. Van replied that it was going to live with a nice farm family outside of town. But as we move on and hopefully raise money for a new van, there's one small thing the van wanted to say. Happy trails to you too. Thanks for your service. Reporting live with our feel-good story of the week,